Hello and welcome back to the Everton Extra YouTube channel. I am Luke and I'm going to go over this week's transfer rumours once again. Quite a few to cover this week. Starting off with Fabrizio Romano, of course, reliable source. Released it weirdly in the last couple of hours through a tweet. It's disappointing news. Apparently Everton are no longer being linked with the Max Aarons race. I think they're still involved to a degree, but the involvement of bigger teams being interested has suddenly made Everton's chances not so great in signing him. According to Romano, he believes that Everton are going to be looking elsewhere for the right back position. He also tweeted quite interestingly that Everton are actively looking for a centre-half, and he said that Barcelona's Uruguayan defender Araujo is being linked. Araujo is a product of their B team. He was brought in externally from a Uruguayan team, and he's ended up playing about 22 games for Barcelona on the latest count. He scored a couple goals. Very competent defender by the looks of things. I don't know too much about him, but it could be quite an interesting transfer by the looks of it. But Demiral, we've been linked with in the past as well. I think he was previously an option, but it looks like Everton are not going to be engaging him as an option in the future. So, surprising news from Romano. I'm not sure if a centre-back would have been a priority. I think if Yerry Mina is going, and obviously we reported some links with Valencia last week, if Mina goes, I think Holgate with his recent performances, especially with that goal conceded against Aston Villa, which was purely his fault, maybe he may leave, who knows. But I think altogether, you're looking at a situation where a centre-back might be an option, but is it necessary? We don't know. We've got plenty of centre-backs. We've got Jared Branthwaite coming back on loan, of course. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. But a bit of a shock, a bit of a surprise, but it's going to be quite interesting. Then we've got Sky Sports also reporting that Everton have been heavily linked with Philippe Coutinho in the last week or so. I think I read some rumours about him being part of looking for a house for him in Liverpool already, which I would be surprised seeing that, he has lived in Liverpool for a number of years before going to Barcelona. I've said this one in the past. I think Everton are being more and more linked with him. I would be surprised if it happened. It's going to be quite difficult to see happening, but who knows? Another Sky Sports rumour is coming out is that Everton have joined the race for Sergio Aguero. It's understood he would like to stay in England, so that would improve teams like Everton, having a chance at signing him. And of course, he is definitely going to leave Man City at the end of the season. Will it happen for Everton? I don't know. I think every team is going to be interested. He's a top quality striker. I think we would be a team that would be able to afford his wages, most likely. But would Sergio Aguero come to Everton? I'm not sure. I think that's one which I'd like to see what you guys think in the comments, so do let me know. Then we've got from The Athletic, which is becoming a more and more reliable source in recent months. Ivan TONEY has been linked with Everton, and in my opinion, this is the vital signing we need to make this summer. TONEY is a competent and almost complete striker who's playing at a level where he should be far above it. I think he started off at Newcastle, didn't get really much of an opportunity, and then he went down to Peterborough, really showed up in the lower leagues, made the competition look weak and rubbish, really. And then he went to Brentford. Of course, Brentford's scouting system is quite a unique system. They scout the best in the lower leagues. And Ivan TONEY has just bossed it. He's got 30 goals. I think he's got almost 10 assists this season. And Brentford are firmly within the playoff places. So I think that transfer, is an interesting one. I know teams like Tottenham and Leicester would be interested in him as well. So it would be a bit of a battle. But I also think that transfer rests on whether Brentford get promoted or not. I think if Brentford did get promoted and they won the playoffs, TONEY moving to become a Premier League player with another team and Brentford get promoted at the same time wouldn't seem like a logical decision. I think he would stay at Brentford. If Brentford don't get promoted, he's too big to stay at Brentford, I think. But in my opinion, this is a big signing. I think he is worth every penny. He's still relatively young. And yeah, that's a player where he would massively improve the competition in our squad. And he would push individuals like Calvert-Lewin up top to play harder, play better, because he is a legitimate competition. Something that Calvert-Lewin has not quite had in recent years. I think, the Jordan Pickford and Robin Olsen situation, I've covered this in a previous week. Look at Pickford's performances recently. They have gone up an incredible level. He's been playing fantastic consistently. I think the presence of Robin Olsen and the threat of Olsen trying to take his place has made him have to work harder. And I think Calvert-Lewin, that is a situation that needs to happen. So Ivan Toney, in my opinion, would be the ideal guy for that. And then we finally end with the Liverpool Echo, of course, more local rumours. Apparently Gareth Bale, he's ending his loan move at Tottenham. I understand he'll be going back to Madrid. But the future's quite uncertain for him. I'm not sure when he goes out of contract, but I understand it's soon. Bale wants to stay in England, and Everton could be seen as a destination for him. That's what the Echo are reporting. Understandably, I think Everton would be able to afford his wages by the looks of things, but I don't think that would be a smart move. He's proven he's still a top quality player, of course. But would he come to Everton? I don't think so. I think he'll look for one last big money move if he can find it. And I don't think Everton are quite that move. But stranger things have happened. James Rodriguez happened last year. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And finally, the Echo have also reported that in the goalkeeper hunt, if we are unsuccessful in trying to get Olsen, Romero has been linked, but also Wojciech Szczesny, ex-Arsenal goalkeeper, still at Juventus now. Apparently he's being linked for around 9 million. I think he's entering the last year or two of his contract, and Juventus are obviously trying to recoup some funds. But yeah, Szczesny has been linked with us. I think it's a competent keeper. I think it's an experienced keeper from a high level. Would he test Pickford over Olsen? I don't know. I think Olsen has done more than enough to prove that he deserves to come here permanently. But once again, it's quite a difficult one to judge. I think he will probably stay at Juventus or go to another club. I don't think he will come to Everton. I think Olsen will move to Everton on a permanent basis. But of course, we will see what happens and see what the summer brings. So thanks again for tuning in to Everton Extra YouTube channel, and I will speak to you guys again soon. Thank you.